There's no replacement for the original. Motorcraft parts are recommended by Ford Motor Company for use in your Power Stroke diesel engine. Motorcraft parts have undergone extensive laboratory and on-the-road testing to ensure maximum performance and efficiency. They feature exclusive, patented designs specifically for your Ford Power Stroke diesel vehicle. Look at the Motorcraft 6-liter and 6.4-liter oil filter. Only with Motorcraft can you be sure your oil filter will fit and function properly. It is engineered to fit properly and filter particles 20 microns or larger. For comparison purposes, a human hair is approximately 74 microns. The Motorcraft FL 2016 oil filter fits both the 6-liter and 6.4-liter engines with a precision fit that results in optimal oil flow. Motorcraft filters also perform additional functions other oil filters may not. For example, the Motorcraft oil filter engages and closes the oil drain valve to ensure all the oil enters the filtration path. It also engages the bypass valve on top of the oil filter standpipe, preventing engine oil starvation. How does the competition stack up? Not well. Competitive filters often don't get the job done. In fact, using a competitive filter could put your Power Stroke diesel engine at risk. It could decrease the life of your oil and on the 6-liter, extend cranking time at engine startups, cause trouble diagnosing a no-start condition, cause premature engine wear or injection failure due to inadequate filtration of debris and particles. All of these can result in excessive and unnecessary repair costs. Ultimately, in extreme cases, these deficiencies could result in total and catastrophic engine failure. Because of the shortcomings of competitive filters, Ford has been forced to issue this special service message concerning misdiagnosis of engine failures. It is easy to see the Motorcraft advantages when comparing a Motorcraft filter directly to competitive filters available in the marketplace. Let's start by looking at competitive example A. This competitive example features an unnecessary, permanently installed filter housing cap which displaces the factory-installed cap. On this competitive filter, the cap is not removable. Unfortunately, some customers discard the factory-installed cap. This creates a dilemma the next time they replace their filter. Either they need to continue to use a filter that may not fit properly, or they need to purchase a new original equipment filter housing cap. This will lead to unnecessary costs and/or problems. In addition, there's a height difference. With the original filter housing cap in place, you may think the Motorcraft filter is actually smaller. Not so. Closer examination shows competitive example A actually inserts a shorter distance into the filter housing. It's important your filter fully extends into the housing, properly engaging the drain valve to prevent drain back, long crank starts, and filter bypass. Even changes to the filter's center tube design can cause problems by reducing the oil flow. Also, note that the pleats for competitive example A are not evenly spaced. This is quite noticeable, and the poorly spaced design may reduce the filter's effectiveness. The adhesive bonding on the competitive filter's pleats is not as strong as the adhesive bonding on the Motorcraft filter, and in some cases, the bottom seal can loosen and detach, leaving the seal in the housing even after the filter is removed. Also, depending on application, E-Series or F-Series, early versus late production, this filter may not fit at all. E-Series and F-Series vehicles utilize completely different oil filter housings. The Motorcraft FL 2016 fits either application to perfection. Unfortunately, not only does the competitive filter fit improperly, you may actually need two different part numbers. Additionally, to continuously improve its products, Ford Motor Company made a change to the oil filter standpipe on F-Series vehicles starting in 2004. The internal height of competitive example A does not allow for proper sealing of the bypass valve on the original standpipe. This can lead to potential starting issues due to oil drain back. The Motorcraft filter fits properly on both the original and revised standpipes. Why take a chance with competitive filters? Competitive example B has a completely different issue. This filter has a removable lid that can result in numerous scenarios, all of which create great concern. For example, the removable lid commonly remains attached to the inside of the filter housing cap when installing a new filter. This results in the new filter and lid not installing properly and may cause damage to the competitive filter, oil filter standpipe, or other filter housing components. In certain situations, the removable lid may come off. It's also been known to break into small pieces that can ultimately end up entering the engine. That won't happen with a Motorcraft oil filter. There are even more aftermarket filters out there with equally alarming issues. In the case of this particular filter, you can see that the element body is shorter than the Motorcraft filter. A small difference in size may not seem like much, but since the filter's sealing and connection to the oil filter cap and housing are critical, small changes to the Motorcraft design can lead to big problems. For instance, the Motorcraft filter is designed so the end cap fits properly in the oil filter housing cap. However, this competitor's filter fits in the housing loosely, with a gap between the filter and cap. This design restricts the oil flow to the bypass valve, which can potentially damage the engine. This loose fit could allow the filter to lift during operation, allowing the drain valve to open. As shown previously, this can lead to unwanted filter bypass, oil drain back when the engine is not running, and a poor bypass sealing surface. The 6-liter Power Stroke diesel engine uses oil to actuate its advanced injectors. Oil can flow up to 18.5 gallons per minute. So if your oil filter isn't up to the job, just imagine the opportunity for severe complications. Why take a chance? Go with original equipment Motorcraft oil filters that are specifically designed for your Power Stroke diesel engine. There's no replacement for the original. The advantages of original equipment parts don't end with your oil filter. The chassis-mounted Motorcraft 6-liter and 6.4-liter fuel filter provides plenty of crucial advantages over the competition. First, the chassis-mounted Motorcraft fuel filter has a special outer wrap you won't find with most of the competition. The outer wrap keeps moisture out, pre-separating water droplets before they reach the pleated media. Filters without this separator may allow water to penetrate a filter's pleats and eventually make its way into the fuel system, possibly decreasing the life of the fuel injectors. Another critical advantage of the chassis-mounted Motorcraft fuel filter is its air bleed orifice. It is engineered to utilize the full potential of the filter pleats. This orifice allows air to be purged from the top half of the fuel filter. Without it, as in fuel filter competitive example A, only half of the filter media will be used. This will dramatically reduce the fuel filter's life and efficiency. Whether replacing your oil or fuel filters or any of your original equipment parts, always ask for Motorcraft original equipment parts for your Power Stroke diesel engine. Only with Motorcraft are you getting the parts that are engineered specifically for your Ford Power Stroke diesel engine to run efficiently for as long as possible. Remember, there's no replacement for the original.